As time ticks by, be prepared for highly offensive language constantly throughout and adult themes. Bennett, you've really ruined it, Bennett. That was supposed to be like all glamorous, you know, like money and... Just go. Just go. Just go. Take your ladder as well, go on. Welcome to Big Brother's Big About on the Side! You wait. Listen, we know that size matters, and we're here to give you that extra inch tonight, girls. Oh, yeah. Big Brother has done it again. They've dropped another whopper of a bombshell, only this time it's cold, it's hard, and it's full of dirty cash. Or at least it was. The prize fund has come crashing down, wreaking havoc on the minds and morals of all of our housemates. Shockwaves will definitely be ripping through the house this week as we discover that the cash bomb is not going to be for the faint-hearted this week, put it that way. But back to tonight, our latest Big Brother evictee. Mark's going to be here. He's going to be telling all about his life on the other side of those famous doors. Dynamic, psychological Joe, the Speakmans, are going to be here as well, revealing the effect that the cash bomb could have on the house. And with the final on the horizon, winning is genuinely written in the stars for one of our housemates. So Russell Grant is going to be here to divulge why the 4 safe housemates have made it this far. Russell Grant's on the show. I love it. But first, after the cash bomb dropped, we saw our housemates nominate, and it's time to do it. The 4 housemates facing eviction this week are Sam, Harry, Jack, and by a twist of Big Brother fate, Chloe. More on that a little bit later on, but listen, they say money talks, so let's get on and meet tonight's panel, because they are money. First up, she's looking $1 million, as she always does. It's Michelle here! Now, this next man don't need no prize fund, because he's been given a grant his whole life. It's Russell Grant! And finally, she puts her money where her mouth is, especially when she's gone to me surgeon. It's Ashley! But listen, first, last Friday, Mark was evicted from the Big Brother house. I know. A lot of people ain't been happy about it. But once he was out, was there any brown nosing? Was there any lying? And most importantly, did he buy any trousers? That's what we all want to hear. I sent my bots cameras to follow his every move. It's time for his aftermath.
I can now reveal the housemate with the most votes and 10th to be evicted is Mark.
I'm going to go get drunk. I'm probably going to end up literally, I don't know, in a bush somewhere with no clothes, and I'm going to have a great night. That's really it.
Look, people.
Magic.
We're just as mad as each other, I tell ya. It's you, though. Kiss.
Oh,
all right.
I can see the camera this time. It's killing me, like, ugh.
I think I'm gonna bang the life out of him.
What?
Aisling said you had a small willy. Can you confirm, not deny that rumour?
She'll find out later.
He's a really nice, charming man, and I do think that he's going to be very, very missed from a viewer's point of view, so I'm quite excited to see what he's going to do next. I don't think he's going to take it lying down.
I'm off to get drunk and then probably leave my fingers in someone. Bye. Goodbye! Bye! I love you all! One small step for man, one giant leap for me. How's it going?
I've got me friends now. We're going to actually have a bit of a good time. People that actually don't mind me being offensive.
Well, I think it's this time I face the day and stop this shit. Let's have a shower, I suppose, mate. I can't stay in this place. I'm gonna need beers, fella. You can keep that.
Well, listen, if this man had £1 for every time he insulted someone or showed us his bum, he'd be an ultra-billionaire. Give it up for Mark! Oh, Mark, listen, I'm going to be coming to your time in a minute, but you just escaped before Cash Bomb went off. I mean, have you been watching?
Love you too.
Have you been watching the Cash Bomb?
Yeah, I'm kind of gutted I wasn't there because I literally would have thrown all the money away just to pick any of them. I literally would 150. That's my fucking bet. Fuck you, you cunt.
Oh, apologies. Apologies for the naughty language, but don't worry because we will be giving Mark a swear jar later, and that was £20 he's got to put in now. What are you making of the Cash Bomb twist, though?
Delighted because all you're going to see everyone said they weren't there for the money, they're only there for the experience. Yeah, guess what happens? The money comes out. Fuck you, you liars. Absolute liars.
Are you surprised by anyone's reaction?
No, I wasn't surprised. I'm delighted in a way. Look, listen, I would have just thrown the money away because I knew I wouldn't win. I probably would have made the final, but I have my idea of who would have won. No. Grannies and nuns vote for people in this place, right? So it would have been Joel or Chloe or one of them. But for me, I would have came like Dexter did. I would have came up to the thing because entertainment value. Because it's just, guys, all I was there for, I didn't even. It's like when you buy a lotto ticket, you don't think you're gonna win. You don't ever think you're gonna win. You go, you fucking might win, but you don't ever think you're gonna win.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, no, fuck it. I had a great time. Wanted to wind them up as much as I can, but look, without trying to hurt people, I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to make it entertaining because I watched it for 2 weeks. I was boring as shit.
Mark, I said to you on Friday, you were such a key housemate this year because you know you've divided opinion. Everyone knows that, but you were a fantastic housemate. I'm not saying that.
Thank you.
I'm not just saying that. You're out now. I can give you my personal opinion. I think you're a great housemate.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Cash Bomb because the prize fund stands at I think £45,900 now. That's gone down quite a lot. Do you think it's going to affect anyone this week? Because they know it.
Give them zero. Fucking take all the money away. All of it away. They're not here for the money, apparently, except for Jack. As much as Jack has a hard week this week, honestly, Jack is one of the most realist people in there. He's the only one who said he wanted the money. I love the fella. Do you know why? Because he's a stupid-looking fucker, but I love him. Do you know, he's a nice guy, you know what I mean?
Get on with him.
I like him. Now, most of the time, me and Jack didn't get along, but Jack was just, you know what, he said straight out, I'm here for the fucking money. The rest of them all, we're here to be friends, and we're here to be Care Bears and Teletubbies. Go fuck off and shite with tick. Lawyers.
Let's get back to you. Let's bring it back to you. You've obviously been out of the house now for, 48 hours, 72 hours. How's the weekend been?
Still haven't had sex.
Oh, Mark. Ladies, any offers? Oh, we are. Mark, we'll sort you out.
You better sort me out, man. No, that's it. No, I stayed in the house because when I got home to Ireland, because of the previous thing I was on before, I was expecting a bad reaction. I was expecting. I was going, oh God, I'm a prick. So I went off and I got to the airport. I was like, everyone's at the airport. I was like, what the fuck is this? Then my dad picks me up and my dad's like, come on, son, let's go. Like, and they didn't pick me up on a horse, by the way. That's what my dad did before. My dad picked me up from school on a horse once. I swear to God, right?
I would have loved that.
Right?
I would have loved that.
He picked me up and we got in the car and, by the way, little banger that he has, right? He drove me down the road and the first thing I wanted was a burger, so we got a burger. Drove to the house in the estate where he lives, was literally...
A burger.
Yeah. So pulled into the estate and literally... Man, you couldn't even see the road, man. It was like the parade. It was like St. Paddy's Day parade.
Oh.
Drove through.
So you had a warm welcome?
And, and I just stayed in the house because I tell you the truth, man, I was kind of a little bit freaked out because I swear to God, I was waiting for Big Brother to go, this is Big Brother.
You do? Every time you like a little tick, like a...
Mate,
you wait, you go, shh.
I shit myself. And one thing, everything was so loud because you're not used to music, television, nothing.
Everything's so alien.
Man, I thought I was going deaf. Now I'm fucking
You've been Big Brother. You've been Big Brother.
Mate, I was looking around. I'm mad paranoid. My mum and all called me and like, that's not you.
Have you watched any of the show back?
Yeah, I watched every bit of it back. I want to see what they're all saying about me.
And what do you think? What did you make of the show?
But, you know what, Sam, I have to say, Sam crying in the diary room. I shed a little tear and all in the room.
Has any opinions changed?
No, man, I knew exactly what they were. I'll tell you what, one thing, I was surprised with Danny. I thought Danny was my friend, and I really did. I was hoping, I saw me here, man, I hoped him and Chloe would win, and then when I seen him backstab me to bits, and I was sitting there going, You know, I tell you the truth, it hurt me a little bit because I did genuinely think he was my friend, as much as I said.
And what
I
you said
hated
on
him.
Friday as well, when you come out about him, was, you know,
like
you were really complimentary.
I came out here, think about it, guys. I came out here, there was no influence from outside, and I came out here and I said, I hope Danny wins. I really did. Him, Chloe, and Joel. And then when I watched back a little bit, I was like, oh my God, I really got him. Like, you don't know what people are saying, they're two-faced as fuck, you know?
Well, Joe, talking of Danny, very quickly, I know you can imagine we've had a lot of tweets about you this weekend. We've got one from Kevin OD14. 145, sorry. I will so miss Mark and Danny slagging each other off. And the funniest thing, I guarantee that they're going to end up best pals in real life.
Yeah, well, one thing I will say, me and Ashlyn, like, think about what me and Ashlyn think, you know? We melt each other out, but you know what? We're actually good mates now, and that's... we don't take... the same way as much as, like, you know... Being in that house for like a day is like a week in normal life. So basically, you get over it so quickly. You haven't, like, look, I know he saw me slagging him off, and I probably slagged him off a little bit too. Actually, I did, right? But you know, I mean, it's like when he was in my face. Basically, Big Brother was like, Mark, are you okay? Blah, blah. I said, look, listen, this is what lads do. Are you mad? My mates would probably box the head off me, and the next day I'm bleeding best mates with them again. You know, that's
how life in the house
And
works.
I hate how people do that, like that stupidness, trying to make issues of everything. Look, if you hit me a dig and the next day you go, look, forget about that, fuck it.
Listen, something was really trending on Twitter. We need to know, are you going to start wearing trousers now?
No, I'm not. No, right, guys, I have to say this, right? Do you know why I'm wearing this suit, right? Because
Shut up! Don't you start. It's a Monday. Mark, it's a Monday.
It's fucking Monday! It's a Monday! You dirty hussies, this is Monday! Anyway, I bought this suit today because last week when I was here, and I'm not trying to big you up, right? I saw a Roy like a fucking angel sitting beside me. I felt so ugly. So, I had to get dressed up, you know?
Well, you look lovely. And on that note, give it up for Mark, guys. He's going to be joining our panel in a minute, so don't go changing, because coming up, all of our panel are going to be dissecting the cash bomb explosion that was this weekend's nomination twist. Plus, we've got exclusive footage of Nick and Harry being restrained. Genuinely. You do not want to miss it. I'll see you after this break. Well done, Mark. Should come before money. After all, money don't buy you love. But if there are any wealthy people out there, you know, everyone's got their price tag. You know what I mean? I can't buy you a good audience. Still to come is Double Trouble as top site. The Speakments are going to be here. They're going to be blowing the lid on how the cash bomb explosion is affecting the housemates. But listen, talking of that cash bomb, nominations were well and truly shaken up this weekend as they raced against the clock to keep the prize fund topped up and gain a little bit of immunity from eviction. So here's a little reminder of what went down. Bam, bam.
The prize fund will begin reducing.
I will nominate Sam. I am closer to everybody else.
I agree, babes.
My nomination is for Harry. I feel like you're probably better off outside of the house sometimes than in.
I'm going to nominate Nick. It has been a very long time in which Nick has found his ability to stand up to Harry.
The only person that I could think of is Jack. Sometimes when you get really angry, it's just really mental.
The housemates who will face the public vote are Sam, Harry, Nick and Jack.
Big Brother will give you the chance to pass on your nomination to another housemate. Christian, Danny and Joel are immune from nominations. There is therefore only Chloe.
I bid £5 grand to go in the final because this is what I wanted my whole life.
Turns out you can put a prize on friendship.
Guys, Mark's on the panel. Now listen, I have to say this, we're all about the cash bomb tonight. And I was going to say, we know he likes to drop the C-bomb, but he's already done it, so apologies for those at home that has offended anyone. But as I said earlier, we are reintroducing Harriet's swear jar. She maxed it out at 12, Mark, all right? We don't want you to get anywhere near that, all right? So, it might be a bot's miracle, but in front of you, you've got...
Challenge accepted. Fuck.
Money in the jar, money in the jar. I knew the swear jar would go down to.
Fuck you, Harry.
There we go. It's not going to work tonight. Let's just roll the swear jar on, please. Right, listen, so to reiterate, the housemates up for eviction this week. It's going to be one of them nights. It's only Monday. I've just got off a plane.
Just come and can.
Oh, I'm
Bollocks.
tired. Oh, God. To reiterate, the housemates up for eviction this week are Sam, Harry, Jack and Chloe. So, everyone tonight, Joel and Danny lunge for the cash button as soon as the timer started. Russell, do you think they were trying to save the prize fund or themselves?
Can I have a quick fuck? Bumming for me.
I will give you 2 fucks, and I'll
you,
raise
love.
you a fuck.
Right, that is enough.
Right.
Don't make me get my stick out, because I will. Russell.
Did you say dick? Okay.
Nothing's been raised in my house for many a year. Anyway,
go.
Could you repeat the
You know what? I'm just going to move on. Sam was the first one to be nominated.
Sorry, Rylan, love.
It's all right, babe. I still love you. It's written in the stone. Sam was the first one to be nominated by Joel. He said he was closer to everyone else in the house. Mark, do you think Sam's a bit on her own now that you're not there?
I feel sorry for Sam. Sam is a lovely person, but as I said, she doesn't stand out. She's too nice. For a while, I was kind of like, you know...
She seems a bit lost you're not there now.
She is, and you know, she's a lovely person. She is a lovely, lovely person, and as I said, she's in there with a lot of snakes. Absolute snakes. They're all... See the camera, they pretend that the camera's not there. Listen, reality TV is not reality TV, because you know the camera's there. They're all giving the best man speech every 2 seconds. Right,
I beg to differ,
you know what I mean?
beg to differ.
Oh,
I don't
not
think...
another round?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
no.
listen, Mark, know yourself.
Bollocks!
Know yourself. Know yourself, little boy.
Absolute bollocks!
Absolute wankers.
Go on.
Oh, that's wrong.
No, I beg to differ. I think some people are more aware of the cameras than others, and I've met Sam and I've been with her for 10 years. 10 years?
What? Oh, that's going to start a Twitter storm. I can sense it on Twitter now. They're all going to start. Oh. We're going to get on the tweet.
No, I've been with her for 10 days, and I actually genuinely love her as a really close friend now.
Get on with her.
With Sam.
What? Who was
talking
talking?
about?
Stop confusing me. This is what you do. This is what you're talking about.
I was
This is what
talking
he
about
does.
other people
This is what he
towards
does.
Sam.
You see what he does?
Listen, let me
Confuses
ask
me.
Michelle. Michelle, do you think it was a valid reason what he gave? You know, just saying I'm not as close to her.
Yeah, no, I think at this point there's not many left, so they're going to use whatever reason that they can possible to nominate something. But I must say, guys, Sam is not translating to us as an audience.
The way that we
Or a viewer.
Let me translate for her.
Hang on, you've had like half an hour. Let me have a say. I'm sure Sam's a nice person.
Lovely.
But for us as a viewer, she's not translating that. She seems a little bit fake. I think it's the right word. Is fake the right word? What do you reckon?
Nick.
A little bit.
Nick is not about the money. Nick has been an avid fan of
why
Big
do I
Brother
sound
for
like
years. So I don't blame him for what he done.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't
We're
blame
going to
you.
talk about Nick later. We will come back to it. We're talking about Sam, Aisling, but you look beautiful. Let's talk about Danny, because he got to the button next. He seemed quite desperate to push it, I think it's safe to say. Russell, do you think it's because so many people have said to Danny that he's got such a potential of winning the show, he sat there and thought, I'm pressing that button because potentially that's my money that's
I'm
dropping.
Danny, look.
Do you think he did? Do you think he was thinking that could potentially be my money? Well, when we talk about his chart, he is a Scorpio, so there will be a game plan. But he doesn't have to worry too much because he's got a great chance of winning. He looks good. He has got a great style. He's played hero to a lot of things. Has been with this lot, for instance.
I mean, good luck to him.
He's been through them both. But Scorpio's way of doing things is very often in a very different way to different people. You're a Scorpio.
Yes,
you know
am.
what I mean?
I was stinging me tail, and let's quickly move on to Christian, though, because he just beat Jack to push it. He put Nick up for eviction, saying it's taken him too long to stand up to Harry. Mark, do you think that's a fair enough reason? Because he's not nominated Nick for a sort of bad reason that Nick's done. It's more of a defence for Nick, isn't it?
Harry is an easy option.
Yes.
And that's all it is. It's
Yeah, but
always
he went for Nick, though. He put Nick up, saying that it's taken too long
what I'm
to
saying
stand up
is,
to her.
because you know what he's going to use... It's not... Okay, it takes two to tango. Nick is allowing her to do this. It's not all her. You know what I mean? It's not all her. And I'm telling you that as someone who, like, I disliked Harry at first. But, you know, she's the only person... She may say the fucking wrong thing all the time. right? But,
I love Harry. I
But
love her.
even though she says the wrong thing all the time, do you know what? Look at girls. You should be standing for her. She's a girl that's in a relationship with a man.
Yes, thank you.
Wait. That is allowing. But he's allowing everyone to say it's Harry's fault. It's not just Harry. No, he's not defending her. Not at all. Not at all. And do you know what? I really like Harry. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest fan, but I really like Harry for the fact that basically she says how it is. She's honest as it is. And do you know what? Nick needs to stand up for her. And the rest of them need to stop fucking thinking they're gonna move in together. Because they're not. They're not gonna move in.
Let's move on to Jack, because I mean we saw the housemates. There was a bit of a struggle, weren't there, when they went for the pushing the button for the last time.
For you.
Jack just missed out on gaining immunity again with all his passes. He's now facing the public vote this week. Michelle, he seemed to think that he'd be, making a mistake to save Chloe. Do you think he did make a mistake not pushing that button?
I'm really confused. Hang on.
Do you think...
Jack? This was the. Did Jack think that it was okay?
So Jack knew if he pushed the button, he'd nominate Chloe.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Because it was only him and Chloe left.
Yeah.
But what actually happened is then Sam's just gone bang. I thought I'm going to go for it because the prize money.
But Sam came over because the time was whittling down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think
Jack was waiting for Chloe to sort of nominate him.
Yeah, and I get that. But I actually, Jack seems to. Yes, really great.
Go on.
Doesn't matter, ask fucking them.
Right, I'm going to do this. These are my new shoes. They're rubbing, but I'm putting my foot down. There it is. Right. I only have about 10 minutes each part, but I want to go home. Listen, Big Brother had its final twist tonight. Nick bought his place in the final week at Chloe's expense. Sam, Harry and Jack chose friendship over immunity.
No, they didn't. That was to look good for the camera. That's all that was. I would have fucking bet all of that money. All of that money would have been fucking gone. And I would have bet every penny just so they couldn't get it.
Jaded. Don't listen to Mark.
Russell, do you think he was right?
He's
Do you think he was right to take £5 grand out of the prize fund?
Yeah.
And let alone the money coming out of the prize fund to put Chloe up in his place?
Well, that's the way he wanted to play the game because he wants to get to the final. And so therefore he knew exactly what he was doing. But of course, when he saw everybody else putting noughts, you saw the hoodie go up and he hid back because he thought, I've got to do it. And so the way he then dealt with it, stood up, 5,000, that's it. I've done it.
He's done it.
He was
Mark would have put up the whole prize fund. He would have put up the whole prize fund.
A lot of them said zero because that's not what's on their mind. They said zero because they were worried about how they're going to look on TV. That's all that was.
Listen, I think that was safe to say it was an eventful part. I'll give him a round of applause.
This is mad.
Time for a quick break now. Stay with me, because we're going to be finding out why Nick and Harry have been separated. Plus, we'll be stargazing with Russell Grant himself as he divulges what the cosmos has in store for our housemates who are safe from eviction this week. But first, with the final insight, no one wants to go home. But as ever, who goes? You decide! You decide. This week, Chloe, Jack, Harry and Sam all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Chloe, add 04. For Jack, add 09. For Harry, add 16. For Sam, add 18. Calls to the long number will cost 50p, plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on Catch Up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Russell Grant has got his long telescopic appendage out, and let me tell you, it is impressive. But first, We've not dished out any exclusive since Friday, so I think it's about time. I think it's about time we did it. It's an exclusive.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Lol.
Oh fuck. Thank God for that.
Dick.
Big brother noticed I needed rescue.
What about me?
Oh yeah.
Harry, will you remove your sunglasses? Big Brother has issued a restraining order. Until further notice, you two cannot be in the same room together.
Okay.
If you'd like to raise the prize fund by the amount written inside the envelope, you must complete Big Brother's challenge.
Okay.
I told you they get jealous because you've got a massive willy and they haven't.
I'm excited.
Oh, I love a restraining order, but not in real life. Now, listen, after the cash bond dropped on the Big Brother house, Christian, Danny, Joel and Nick are safe from eviction and they've won their place in the final week. But what do we make of this year's guaranteed finalists? Who better to shed some starlight, should we say, on the subject than Britain's best loved astrologer, an all-round lovely bloke, it's Russell Grant!
Oh, I love him. I love him.
Oh, Ross. Right. 4 people have made it to final week, and all of them have been in there since day one. They're all originals. Notice? All originals. So firstly, what qualities does a winner have to win this show?
I think you've got to have a lot of things, and I think one of the big words is being ruthless.
Yes.
I think if you end up being a people pleaser, I think people pleasers in the end become boring and people get fed up with them. And so, therefore, you need to be... I think Danny is playing it very right.
OK.
I mean, looking at his chart now, for instance...
Let's go to Danny.
Well, we did his chart a couple of weeks back,
Yeah.
didn't we? We did Mark's then when I said that the real showbiz in the house was Mark.
It was, yeah. You did.
When we said that a couple of weeks ago.
Look at him.
I mean, I've done the musical Grease where I played Teen Angel, but I'd love to have seen Danny as Danny. He would be wonderful in the musical Grease. But
what qualities is it that he's got?
Well, the qualities he's got, you see, he's got the scorpionic side, which is the smouldering sex appeal. He's got a lot of there's a lot of sexuality, but then it's laced with lovely Libra. So you've got... There was a song that came to mind when I did this chart. Do you remember that great number? Ooh, 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 Holding Out for a Hero.
Oh, yeah, what a track. What a track, Bonnie.
And he has got this wonderful ability to be able to defend, to come across as the hero, because one of the things he hates more than anything is injustice.
So you think he's got
and
it?
unfairness.
You think he's got them qualities?
I think he's got all of those qualities, and I think it will help him.
It's going to help him. Well, let's move on to Joel. He faced eviction earlier in the series, but he's now safe into the last week. Why do you think he's lasted so long? Because I think there was a period of time where Joel was a bit of a non-housemate at the beginning, wasn't there? Not many people had much of opinion on him. Then all of a sudden, he just come out of nowhere.
Well, I think that ruthlessness that comes through, which he wants to be a politician.
Yeah.
And all politicians are ruthless and they don't really care what people think about them. And so, therefore, Joel comes across with another Scorpio, just like Danny, but he has got the sign of Sagittarius very prominently placed in his chart. So, therefore, what you've got here is someone who can be frank and honest. He feels a bit of a dick because of the pizza.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because, as I tweeted earlier, you know, he needs to go and work in Greece because he can bankrupt Britain.
Oh, we get so heavy on this show, don't we?
Well, I mean, because if he took over the economy, I worry. And
£2.5 grand on a little pizza.
I live in Wales. And he could be in the Welsh Assembly.
Here we go.
I know.
But can he win it?
I'm not necessarily sure he can.
No?
I'm not necessarily... If he gets the Tafia behind him, the Welsh vote, da iawn, then he could well do it. But there's just something about him. He lacks the sexiness of Danny.
OK, all right. Well, look, let's move on to Christian. He survived the public vote twice
He
now.
did. But didn't survive Jasmine.
No, true saying. But what is it about him that's got him to the final week? Because, again, another transition. When he went in, I remember sitting there talking to the Speakmans, and he was just It was unbearable them first couple of days. We were like, oh, he's putting on an act, you know, who is he? He's in the final week.
I think the looks.
You think it's
I think the looks. I think he's an Aquarian. He's an Aquarian. He's an Aquarian, and he's lovely. And basically, Aquarius is a sign of friendships. And so, therefore, he's a very friendly person. He doesn't come across as a threat. And he's people like him. And a lot of the people here would like to mother him. And so, therefore, he will come across...
I think a couple in our audience don't want to mother him, put it that way, from what I've heard.
Well, when you offered Mark to that audience, half the men wanted to go and have a show.
I see cornflakes and more personality.
Yes, I think there is possibility, although I don't think the Jasmine episode helped him.
OK, well, listen, let's quickly move on to Nick, because he successfully bid, obviously, to avoid the public vote. Why do you think he's avoided eviction so far?
Well, you see, I think that Harry and him are a mirror image of each other.
Really?
I think they both have issues. And I think their issues reflect each other. And what Mark said earlier, and I think Ash said the same, is that basically he puts her up, but actually he is as much the puppet master as she is the puppet mistress.
Is that reflected in his chart?
In his chart, you see there's a lot of planets in Gemini. That's the smooth talker, the ability to be able to come across in the right way. I wish he'd stop picking his nose, but at the same time... But at the same time, I did look in this chart to see if he really had a big willy, but it didn't show up. You've seen it, Ash.
I've seen it. I can verify.
I think if he's going to win, it depends really on that total relationship with Harry. Harry worries me because I think she shows signs of clinical depression. Having had it myself, I can see the highs and lows. So the Nick situation will colour whatever... they colour each other.
They
basically
work
reflect
for each other.
They
work for each other.
Even when they don't realise it. Even when they don't realise it, they are colouring each other the whole time.
OK.
And they're just like a double act.
A double act. Well, on that note, give it up for Russell Grant. He's going to be standing on the panel, don't you worry about that. Coming up after the break, as the aftershocks of the cash bomb explosion continue to be felt, I've got all the latest news right here. Plus, the Speakmans are going to be exposing how cash can cause chaos in the Big Brother house. I'll see you straight after this. Side still to come. My panel are going to be getting to grips with the housemates' money-orientated behaviour, and the Speakmans are going to be here to talk cash with the housemates. But first, it's time now for tomorrow's headlines. In today's news... It's day 55 in the Big Brother house, and as we saw earlier, the cash bomb hijinks continues, with the housemates now able to win back money for their diminished prize fund by completing a number of tasks. The Big Brother's restraining order between Nick and Harry didn't go down too well. At 1 minute past 12 this afternoon, it was probably for the best that the pair had to stay in separate rooms.
We got in a bit of trouble with Harry. He kept going like this, thank you, Big Brother.
Oh no, she come out fuming.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that to Nick.
Fucking hell.
She come out fuming.
It's a bit of fucking banter, man. Jesus Christ.
That's what we said, but she said it makes it look bad.
Oh, fuck off. Can't joke, can you? No, what makes her look bad is when she kicks off about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not actually me saying it.
Just for 10 seconds, can you go in the tiny corridor for him to go to the bathroom? I don't think that's unfair to ask.
Well, I don't want to.
Why?
Just leave me alone, please.
That's totally unfair on him.
OK.
So why are you doing it?
Because I want to.
Well, isn't that selfish?
Yeah, I'm a selfish bitch. I want to be selfish today. I've decided he wants to be disrespectful,
So,
I want to be selfish.
How's he been disrespectful?
Don't get involved.
Love's young dream indeed. Today, 3 housemates took on the chili challenge is back. We love a chili challenge. And at 1 minute past 3, Chloe stepped up to take the heat. And She only really had one thing to say about it.
I'm not prepared for this.
Oh my God! Oh my God, Big Brother! Oh my God, I swear to God, steam's coming out my mouth. Oh my God! Oh my God, I can't... Oh my God! Oh my God!
She's so religious. Now listen, we all know that there is one thing that Jack is very attached to, and I don't mean Chloe, I'm talking about that iconic dressing gown, guys. And at 11 minutes past 6 this afternoon, he was called to the diary room.
Jack, if you'd like to raise the prize fund by the amount written inside the envelope, you must complete Big Brother's challenge.
No problem.
The challenge is this.
Yeah.
Big Brother would like you to cut your dressing gown into 100 pieces. Then, the money stated in that envelope will go straight into the prize fund for the ultimate winner.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, that was my idea. That was my idea, and I'm taking full credit for it. Oh, bit jeopardy there for the dressing gown. Finally, Sam managed to avoid the chop on Friday. However, at 7 minutes past 1 at lunchtime, she decided to take on a different kind of cut, shall we say.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm doing it. Go.
Going back now.
Woo!
Set, it's happening.
These scissors are wank. We need the other ones. These are
Yeah,
like-
these. I feel like you're crimping my hair.
You have. Can you see that like there?
You're going bald. No, do you know what it is? I dyed my hair. I dyed it.
You need to
I
pull that
dyed
bit round
it
a bit.
ginger. Perfectionist, isn't he?
Great job, Ben.
These bits are under a pain.
That looks
She
sick.
did both sides. That looks sick, man. Imagine if you did both sides.
Yeah, Jasmine did that. She did both sides.
Right, you ready?
What, I go for more? One step at a time here, guys.
Sam, what are you doing? Where are you got my money? And that was today's news. There you go. Now, listeners, you know, the cash bomb rocked the house over the weekend. It's time for us to put our money where our mouth is. In. Well, Chloe was safe from eviction, but now Nick is immune instead. The prize fund was reduced to £45,900 and Joel dropped £2,500 on a frozen pizza. There's only one couple who can help me make sense of it all. It's the fabulous The Speakmans! And may I just say, talking of haircutting, I'm liking the bob, Nick. I'm liking the bob.
Do you know what? Mike went out and got a new suit. You're too well groomed, you say. So I thought, well, I'll get a haircut.
You look lovely. I'm loving it. Well, listen, the housemates have been faced, obviously, with cash dilemmas all week. It's going to be happening. Let's talk about cash, cold, hard cash. How much is this going to affect them? Because this is the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, you know, studies have shown that where money's involved, Ryland, that people sort of display kind of unethical behaviour, they tell lies. And we saw that with Joel. I mean, he lied about the pizza. He told them that he did it by accident. He didn't do it by accident. He blatantly asked for pizza and he was like, yeah, go on, I'll do it.
I don't think he was happy with the outcome, though.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
No. Do you think people try and hide the fact that, you know, when they say, oh, I want to win it. Oh, no, I'm not bothered about winning it. I'm just here for this. I'm just here for that. Do you think people do hide the fact when it comes down to money?
Of course they do. I mean, there's two reasons, really, because no one wants to talk about it because they don't want the others to think, actually, they're thinking about winning it themselves. That's the first thing. And the second thing is they don't want to set themselves up for failure because if they talk about it and they get excited, what if they don't win? So
yeah,
it's like protection, isn't it? They protect themselves.
It's a little bubble.
Yeah, but and I think it's great, though.
Oh, you do. You would, you evil mouth. Listen, let's talk about the nominated housemates. As we know, Nick bid £5,000 for immunity and he swapped places with Chloe. Were you shocked that he did that, or did you think he's always got them?
Well, we weren't actually, because obviously when Nick went in there, people were talking, well, is Jade playing him and now is Harry playing him? But we've always thought that Nick was the player. Yeah. He is the master player, you see.
Wow.
So him doing that, no surprise.
Do you think that prize fund's important to him?
I don't think the prize fund's important to him. I think that he actually said that this is like the most important thing. It's what he's always wanted.
Yeah.
And even if you remember, before they went in the house, we asked all the housemates to complete some forms for us.
The drawings.
Yeah, and the drawings. Well, when we asked them to complete the line, I wish, Nick was the only one that said to win Big Brother.
I think we've got that, haven't we?
Yeah, and we also did a drawing as well.
Got the drawing.
Yeah,
there it is. There's the drawing.
Yeah, if you can see, that was Nick's drawing. He's got a lot hanging on
Yes, I remember this because we said it was him going into booze,
Yeah. That's
and
right.
what he wanted was to come out with sunshine and people liking him, but with a big question mark.
Yeah, so there's always, I think he's always, you know, he's known from the minute he walked in, he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's proved that by paying £5,000 for, you know, for Chloe.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Eviction.
Chloe's now facing the public vote. She's not enjoying all of the talk of money. Let's have a look at her in action.
I don't even know why I'm crying. I think these last few days have been a joke. The constant talk of money just irritates me, and I feel like now everything's about money, and I just can't wait for all this money shit to be over. It just makes me feel a bit on edge, and I hate to think that people feel like they're in a situation where they have to stab people in the back or choose money over friendship. It just makes me feel nervous.
Right, so we've seen her there demonstrate that this is really getting to her. Do you think winning the prize fund to Chloe is important?
I think that it's really important, but not for the reasons of greed. I think that she genuinely would love to win the money just to enhance her life. I mean, you know, wealth is subjective, and with her, everything is, well, what does it mean to me? And when Joel bought the pizza for £2,500, what she did was she converted that into the value of what could I get for that? And for her, that was a car. So, yeah, I think she would really love to win it, but actually for all the right reasons.
OK, well, I want to bring up Jack quickly, because he seems to be, how do I put it, like battling with his conscience, I think it's safe to say. After he missed out on the immunity the first time, then he refused to bid. Actually loves him. But today he threw a bit of caution to the wind, I think it's safe to say. Let's have a quick reminder.
Are we allowed to negotiate again yet? I'd like a few things.
What would you like to negotiate for?
Here we go. Right. All I would like is very simple. I'll pay good money for to know whether Plymouth Argyle got promoted. One thing, some bongo, and a cheap blazer and trousers.
And what would you give up on your end?
How about £1,000 of the prize fund?
Joel paid $2,500 for a pizza.
I'll go to 4,000 then. I'll go to £4,000 of the prize fund for those three things. It's like 1,333 an item. That's expensive. And bongo's £1.
Bongo.
So looking at him, you know, he got offered the car, didn't he? He turned it down because then the prize fund would stay intact. Little did he know. Do you think he's got his eye on the prize?
Not at all. You know, we've always thought that he was... We always thought he was the good guy. We always thought that he was in for the experience, which he's getting. And his big thing, when we asked him to fill the forms out, I wish, finish the sentence, Plymouth Argyle would get promoted.
Oh, well, he ain't going to be happy.
You know that? He's not going to be happy, is he?
I don't think they did, did they?
Yeah.
No,
No, they
know
didn't.
about football.
Yeah.
What's going on? It's a Monday night.
And I think you've been really mean. He's had his letter eaten and now he's having his dressing gown chopped.
He's lost the car.
He's lost the car.
No, but listen, come on. I mean, I'll buy him a dressing gown out of my own money. Look, I've said it on telly. I will buy him a new dressing gown, but I think that's the ultimate.
Can we tell you our little thing that we're thinking about Jack?
Go on.
We actually think that Jack has got a secret crush on Chloe.
Yeah.
On Chloe?
Yeah, definitely. And I tell you what really highlights that is that he's even got a little nickname for her, which is like a real term of endearment. Yeah, Coco. So that in itself that it shows that he's got real feelings for her.
Well, that's one to watch, isn't it? That's going to be one to watch. Maybe final couple of weeks, you know. Oh, something might happen there. Bit of pie face action, you never know. Let's move on to another relationship. Harry. She didn't seem to flinch at all when that opportunity arose for her to bid money to swap herself. She went straight for zero. But she weren't angry at Nick for doing what he did. She said she was disappointed. Let's have a little look.
That's just been a bit of a shocker. I didn't think Nick would do that to someone. That's really horrified me, if I'm honest. So I've kind of lost all respect for him because he's just sold Chloe up the river for a place to the final. I'll be honest, I don't think people will trust Nick now. Like, for me, it's completely and utterly morally wrong. You have to work for what you get. You can't just buy it. You have to earn it. And it's just completely and utterly absolutely gazump me.
So what are you making of her reaction there?
That is a massive realisation. I'm playing Nick. Oh, suddenly I realise I've been played. That's
Really?
what's gone on there, yeah.
Absolutely. She's just come to terms with it, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't think that she was the one being played.
Guys, I've loved having you on. Give it up for the Speakmans. Still to come, we're going to be dissecting all of tonight's goings-on with the panel, plus the Nick and Harry saga continues. We'll be finding out how they're coping without each other. I'll see you straight after this break. It's after midnight. You lot should be in bed, but as a special treat for staying up past your bedtime on a school night, I think it's time we change the lights and get a bit of porno music on. All right, that's enough. Shut up. Dirty beggar. Listen, while we're enjoying the porno music, Nick and Harry are at it all again. You get what's going on. Have a look. Come on, let's do it.
Because obviously...
To be honest, Sam, he does make her look bad.
Yeah.
Like, he'll roll her eyes. When she's not around, he'll roll her eyes, or he'll be like, I better go before I get in trouble from her, or... He says things that if he cared about her and he was worried about how she might look on the outside, he wouldn't say it.
No, exactly, because doesn't he realise that her image is important to her, like it is all
to
of
everybody,
us?
yeah. If I was in a relationship with Joel, say, but every time I had my back turned, he was rolling his eyes and making out I was evil to him,
I'd be like,
I know
yeah.
she's got a temper and she takes it too far sometimes, but if he has a problem with it,
It's
he should
his
either put his
choice.
foot down and tell her how it is, or he should just break it off and stay away from her, rather than rolling his eyes and making her sound awful.
I know.
Trouble in paradise. Well, I won't call it paradise. Do we think Nick is making Harry look bad?
I do not blame Nick. You know, he's been pushed around by Harry all this time, and now he's no, I don't blame him at all, because Harry's just been treating him like absolute dirt.
You don't blame him. You're piping up. Go on.
Nick has coasted along throughout the whole show. Now he's separated from Harry. He's going to have to get up and do something in the next week. About time. We haven't seen him do anything.
Two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod.
They're very...
Mum's
basically, I think at the beginning...
No, right, that's nothing here. Every week. I love her, really, I joke. Michelle, do you think the tide is a bit turning with Nick?
Do you know what? Until that moment, I would have said no, but now Chloe's just said that. She's actually made a really valid point.
You think?
I can totally see what she's saying, and I think she's really right. Up until now, I was a Harry hater, and now I'm a Nick hater.
Do you think that he's playing a game, Russell? Do you think he's the ultimate game player? He's come out and said, I've wanted this my whole life.
We said it over there, didn't we? They mirror each other, and basically he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Well, look, we've got a lot to talk about.
He's a clever boy.
We've got loads to talk about. You know, we've had all the weekend's action, tonight's show, so let's actually talk about it. Let's begin with letters from Mark. Can't even have to eat them. I mean, come on. Mark, would you have wanted your letter?
Yeah, I would.
You would have?
Yeah, I would have.
He has got a soft side. There it is. He has got it. Look at his
No.
Would you have took your letter if you could eat everyone else's?
I would have so took my letter, because I miss Colin terrible. I did. Right? Colin's my best friend. I missed her to bits, right? And I think all I need, I just want to see her, and then basically I could go back in.
He would have eaten everyone's letter. Everyone's.
I would have ate everybody's letter.
Boy, in the jar. Well, Harry, let's talk about Harry's letter, because her sister said she could see that she's been struggling and that she should stay out of bed as well. Michelle, do you think we will start to see a change in Harry? Because a lot of people have said that to her in the time that she's been in there.
I agree with Russell before. I think there is a fine line with Harry at the minute, and I think that maybe after this show, maybe she should get a little bit of help. No, I don't mean to say it in a derogative way. I just think that maybe she's a little bit manic depressive, a little bit in the house. Yeah, but it's hard that because everything's heightened in the house.
Yeah,
so
and
it's
that's
easy
the
for us
worst
to
place
say
to
that
be when you're
now.
feeling
But she
down.
has only got a week and a half to go. sure. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, the situation isn't helping her.
No,
Nowhere
being in
to
that
run.
house,
She's gonna
nowhere
kick
to
off.
hide. Exactly.
She'll kick off with the housemates, and good luck to them when she does. Good luck.
Well, let's move on to Chloe. We've just seen her. She also received a letter. We know that she's been missing home. Aisling, do you think that's going to boost the morale a bit? Because we have seen Chloe be a bit flat lately and get upset at a lot of things. Do you think getting that letter from home is going to pick her up?
Definitely. I lived with her for 10 days. She's a very homely family girl, and I think that will really boost her confidence and boost her morale. She's a nice girl.
She is nice.
She's just a nice girl.
The sad thing is, though, obviously not everyone got their letters from home. Chloe sacrificed Joel's because he'd seen his mum in the Time Walker's
Yeah, I'll make
car.
her right. I'll make her right.
Do we think that's
I'll make her right.
Right choice.
It weren't fair. It weren't fair that he had his mum go in and no one else did. And like she did mention that to me a couple of times. And she's a family girl, as I said before. So I'll make her right on that choice. Definitely.
Well, let's talk about Jack because Harry chose to eat Jack's. It sounds bizarre saying chose to eat Jack's letter. It was on rice paper, guys. They're fine. He's had a tough couple of days as well, though. Do we think Jack could have benefited?
Jack could have benefited, yeah. I think Jack's a lovely bloke. All the week, everyone thinks he's negative. Do you know what? Being negative and opinionated is entertaining. The rest are all sitting on the fence, and not one of them will make a decision of themselves. If Danny says something, they all go, yeah, Danny, let's not do it, Danny. That's what's happening right there.
Jack, to be fair, any emotion that Jack feels, that's what you're getting on his face, on his voice, on anything.
On his dressing gown.
On his dressing gown,
He's being real. Jack
He's
is
real. He's so real, Rylan. I can't tell you how
real
real
to the
he is,
end.
and I'd love that boy to win. He deserves it so much, trust me.
Well,
Been in there with him.
I want to touch on what the
Lovely boy.
speaker's just said. Does Jack have a little bit of a soft spot for Chloe?
Absolutely!
100%.
Absolutely! He's in love with her. He ain't got a soft spot. He's actually in love with her. And I said to Jack once, I said, listen, I cannot wait to see you get married one day and settle down and have a wife. He said,
don't wear that dressing gown. I'm telling you now.
No, but listen, Rylan, he said, I don't think that will ever happen, but it means so much. Thank you so much.
Do you know-
You don't believe it, like, he's lovely.
Russell, I'm going to have to get you to do a chart or something for this.
Well, do you know,
Please.
when I was on a couple of weeks ago, one of the things I said about Jack from zero to hero?
Yeah.
An ordinary lad, somebody who is genuine. He has his Plymouth Argyle. And you know, really, the fact he is so loyal to Plymouth Argyle makes him a loyal person. He is a loyal person.
The proof's in the pudding. £4,000, that's loyal, £4,000, that's loyal. What were we making of the letters from home? Go on,
You know
Paul.
what I think, Rylan? I thought Christian...
Nice shirt tonight,
Thank you very
Paul.
much, Rylan. Thank you very
Lovely.
much. I thought Christian was going to get a letter from Jasmine Leonard and enclose her front door key with it.
Well, she did say the door's open.
And can I just add, love or hate Mark, and trust me, I did both,
Yeah, we did.
I have not seen a smile in the house since he left.
Thank you. Well, listen, we've spoke about letters from home. They've definitely struck a chord with all of the housemates. They had a little group hug, didn't they, at the end? I've got to come to a hashtag don't touch me. Would you have been involved in that?
I would have pissed on him. Don't fucking touch me. What was that about hugging each other? That was literally, the camera's there, and smile, this is my good side. Yeah. That's all that was. That's all that was. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, at least we know
when
where
have
you
you
stand
ever,
on
a
that.
grown man, go and go, everybody, quick, out here, let's just hug.
True say.
True say. Mark wouldn't have got involved in that. Let's talk about the rest of the weekend's action. Housemates escaped into the camera runs. Right.
Brilliant.
Right. Now, I'm telling you now. Right. Karen, go on. I can see you getting that up. Go on.
I thought it was the best thing. I loved that. No, I loved it. Oh, come on. Eamon knocking on the window.
Oh,
We
no,
want
when
it.
we do it.
Yeah.
When we do it in this control. It's funny, yeah.
Listen, we've all said earlier on we're going to do it ourselves, the whole audience. We're going to go out there in a minute. We're going to run through those rat runs. We're going to call the riot.
Hang on, what's that? What's that? It's the lawyer ringing the gallery. I can hear it happening now. Michelle, what do you call
That's the idea of a riot, throwing a box off the cornflakes ad. All the Teletubbies running around pushing each other over. That's all it was.
The respect levels have just diminished.
Oh, they have dropped.
From my year, from my time, we respected Big Brother.
Yes.
There's no way
No
we were going through
respect
those
in
doors.
that house.
No, not ever. The respect is gone. They have no respect.
Michelle, what did you make of it? What did you make of that escaping? And if you condone it, I'm going to come over there and have a
I
Am I allowed to condone it as like a mother of two and a wife? And I'm obviously on the panel to try and make things a bit more serious and a little bit on a level, considering these two are on here as
the
well.
naughty kids, so we're about to split
But
up.
I'm going to agree with them. It was pretty brilliant.
You think that was good? All right. Do you know what?
Now I know where it was kicked off. Now I know. If you thought that was entertaining, now I know where it was kicked off.
Listen. I'll be very clear. I'll give my real opinion. I'll give my real opinion about the camera runs. I absolutely loved it. Listen, we have talked a lot about money tonight. Quickly, very much down the panel, and I've literally got 10 seconds. Experience or money? What would you do it for?
Money.
Michelle?
Money.
Russell?
I feel a John McCrick moment.
Money! Listen, that's all we've got time for. We'll be seeing how you can your money up, Mark. Can your money up. Listen, that is all I've got time for tonight. A massive thank you to my panel and our audience. I'm going to be back here tomorrow night at 11 p.m. where I'm going to be joined by Matt Richardson, John McCrick and royal favourite Denise Robertson. How much you got in there? No. I'll see you tomorrow night at 11. Night.